Good morning. It's not evening, although it is dark. Hello, welcome to the sunrise safari, where I think the sun is going to struggle to rise on account of the clouds. My name is Jamez Hendrai. On camera today we've got Bike Bokomozo Malinga the Muscles. There he is, that's his fingers, island style. And we are on the hunt for Madikwe, the little male leopard. We had him earlier. We heard some impala alarm calling outside of our camp. We drove out at about 5:10 and we found him walking along the road, gently strolling, and he's now gone into this riverbed.
Happy days. Oh, yay. We've got elephants in the road as well. So the southern ground hornbill, I'm certain that they're breeding somewhere nearby. We've had them very close on Djuma for some time. And they only really fly when they feel threatened. Spend most of the time walking on the ground. Even the very typical, what we call the zygodactyl track, where the two outer toes are fused. Oh, there we go. And that's it. They said, we're going to be on the ground again and go through some feeding.
This is a very interesting situation that we have unfolding over here. We have the lovemaking of two millipedes. It looks like more than two, but it isn't. It is only two, but a third one did join them. And they writhed about a bit, and then the third one obviously was told to go and find his own partner, or her own partner, or its own partner, and off it went. And this is on a very old rhino midden that hasn't had a deposit on it for some time. Oof, they are now writhing about.
Hello, Stephen. You want to know if baby elephants get injured when big elephants fight? Well, when big elephants fight, the herds move away. The herds definitely do get upset when big males move in, and they do clump together and they try and move away with their youngsters. I've never seen a young elephant getting injured by a big elephant. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I've never seen it. There's a lot of screaming that can happen, a lot of noise and trumpeting that can happen. Oh, let me just sit down. It's hard work being a young elephant. Bit of a bum scratch on the side there. But these youngsters are completely relaxed. Charging. Here I come, Mum. Been summoned. Stop playing in the road then. Come follow me. Yes, Mum.
Quantum's got a question there. At what age is a buffalo ready to reproduce? Right, at about 2 years, the female, from about, I would say about 18 months onwards, they normally start to conceive. Sometimes a bit longer, sometimes a bit earlier. At about 1.5 years. The males are capable to breed at the same age, but from a social hierarchy perspective, it is almost impossible and very unlikely because there's a dominance factor that comes into play. So usually the bulls, only once they reach about 6 years or so, will they be strong enough to battle other bulls for mating rights. But the females start off at a very early age, even in their later stages of still being heifers and not fully fledged cows. They can already conceive, and they actually do. Very similar to domestic cows in that respect. And remember, domestic cows have been out of nature for millennia. And I say out of nature, we still breed cattle in natural parts, but they have been selectively bred in areas where there's very little predators. So they, with all the care that humans give them, they probably developed at lower gestation period, whereas buffalo still lives out here naturally with lions around. So slightly longer gestation period in order to produce a calf that are actually a lot more precocial than that of cattle.
Well, thank you, Chris. And yes, indeed. Hello, good morning and welcome down here on the Sunrise Safari as part of the Amakhala Game Reserve in the Eastern Cape. And this is a beautiful specimen of a kudu bull. He's got horns that are pretty or very close together, which you don't often see. They're lots of little sunbirds that we're hearing with their very high-pitched calls. There's the Cape turtle dove or the ringneck dove, as per usual, and the somber green bull. But you can hear those little calls from the sunbirds. It's a beautiful start to the morning. It is rather cool, as I say, rather chilly. There was lots of wind yesterday. The Cape doctor was howling.
Well, looks like he's slowly moving. Looks like he's sniffing around here. But you can see why I call the black-backed jackal. Look at that black on his back. But last night they were going crazy. Like, wow, wow. I love that noise. Just reminds me of the African bush. Oh, maybe it's seeing something. Maybe a little mouse. Oh, what is he seeing here? Samanga, yes, yeah, keep your eyes glued to this screen because I think you don't want to miss a minute of this morning's sunrise safari. I think we are going to have great stuff. What is he seeing? Maybe looking for some rodents. They do go for rodents as well, so they're not just scavenging. I've seen black-backed jackal actually kill a steenbok many years ago as well, and it was quite a bit of a long ordeal. But it was quite interesting. What is he going to pounce? Is he going to pounce in the grass? What is he seeing? Watch his ears. Oh, curled up. Reminds me of like a little dog at home. Just keeping warm, using that fluffy tail as like a scarf around the nose. We've got a beautiful European roller. So this is one of my first European rollers I've seen around here at Madikwe. And there's the 3 roller species that you do get at Madikwe. Of course, it's your lilac-breasted roller, your purple roller, and of course this one, the European roller. It's got that. Sorry, I'm just putting that down. And you can just see it's beautiful. That almost like that, not like turquoise, turquoise color. You can call it turquoise, I think. And it's like that, almost like a little bit of a baby blue to it, and that beautiful brown wings. All roller species, I think, they are so stunning, especially this one now sitting in the sunlight and absolutely enjoying the heat of the morning. Yes, guys, as you can see, we've got a lanner falcon here. I don't know, he's trying to catch something. I don't know if he's got something in his tail. Oh, it's going to go for something. Maybe there's guinea fowl around there. Oh, there is guinea fowl, but he just went straight past. A lanner falcon. And of course, this is one of the fastest birds around here. Yeah, he's gone, I think. I think he went behind those bushes. He's busy. Looks like he is in a hunt. You can see he's coming back again now. He's just like a fighter jet. So look at that, very low, going very quickly around areas. You can see the houses in the background. That is Botswana. So we are on the northern side of Madikwe Reserve. See, he's not hanging around. I think he's definitely on a hunt here, looking for any kind of birds. That's it is so quick. Look, I think for a cam up at the moment, yeah, it is going to be very tricky to kind of keep up with this lanner falcon. Looks like he's moved off. Yeah, I am sitting here at one of the termite mounds here. As you know, that there is quite a few termites around here at Madikwe itself, and it's not our large fungus growing termites. These are just one of the fungus growing termites, but I think this is more the smaller species that we do have around here at Madikwe, because I did see some of the workers, some of the soldiers inside here are very, very, very small. But as you can take a look here, it is definitely a lot of the little areas of this termite mound has been opened up because it gets extremely hot here, and they do not want to keep that heat inside of the mound itself, deep inside, because if it is too hot, the fungus will not grow on the grasses itself. So they have to kind of have little vents that's pretty much situated around the mound itself, just to kind of release a lot of that hot air. And it is quite interesting because even if I put my hand above one of these vents, it can actually feel the heat coming through and actually pushing out from this side. Of course, wintertime, when it's much cooler, they will close all these vents off and keep the heat inside. So of course that fungus can grow on the plants or on the grass itself, so they can actually feed on that fungus. But it is always nice to take a look at things like this, because there is a lot of little burrows around here, or something has been scratching around here. Most probably an aardvark or an aardvark, things that do feed on termites and even the pangolins as well. And of course they do kind of scratch around here to see if they can grab any of those little termites that's around in this mound itself. But it's fantastic to take a look at different species of termites as well, because we've got several different species around here, and I'll definitely going to take a look more into termites here at Madikwe. But thank you so much once again for joining us on our Sunrise Safari. We do appreciate all your comments, all your questions, and it has been definitely once again a beautiful safari, and I'm hoping that we are going to see you straight after our Sunrise Safari on Escape to Nature. From the Wild Earth team, have a wonderful day further.